Hey guys, welcome back for another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Antoine and I hope you're having a fantastic today. So today I'm back for another video. On today, don't worry, it's not gonna be a sit down video. Actually, I have been skating for 2 sessions now and I haven't been able to stack up enough clip, I say, to make a full video because I've been weather injured because I messed up my left foot a little bit a couple of days ago. And for the time I had to let it heal, I couldn't do as many tricks as I wanted in one day. So that's for one session, and for the other one it's because I battled the trick pretty hard for way too long actually until I got it. And I'm blessed that I got it. You're gonna see it in this video, but basically it makes that I couldn't do a full video with each of these sessions. So I'm gonna be gathering them together in this video, and in the meantime I'm gonna be covering a topic that actually, I never brought in my video, but has been brought to me a couple of times through my DMs on Instagram, and in a couple of comments I think in my videos. Basically, a lot of you guys have been telling me that you skate alone, and that it's the reason why you're not motivated, it's the reason why you don't progress as much, and all this stuff. And I myself skate alone all the time. Most of the video you see is me by myself at the skate park or by myself in the street spot. So I know a little bit about this topic because I do it myself a lot. I don't want you guys to feel like you're skating alone and give up on skating because of that. Because skating is just so much fun, and you're gonna meet a lot of great people through that. But in the beginning it might be a bit frustrating because you don't know any skater, and you don't really know how to go to the skate park. You might not have a skate park next to you, and you just don't really find people to do that with. So I'm gonna give you a couple of tips that helped me actually enjoy my session skating alone a lot more. And I hope it will help you guys basically get more stoked on skating, because you'll see it makes your day so much brighter when you get to go out and skate, even by yourself. But anyway, right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be cutting to a couple of clips from my first session I talked to you about. And I'll catch you guys back in a couple of seconds to talk a bit more about this subject. So let's go, see you guys in a couple of seconds.
At the bottom of the ocean, everybody's watching me. Keep my memory in slow motion, but that kiss is hunting me. You would tell me it's just a feeling, but I'm too old for something new. I have something full of meaning, I wish I'd give it back to you. I'm at the bottom of the ocean, there's no wind without a fight. There's no kiss without emotions, it's just that kiss without goodbye. I'm at the bottom of the ocean, there's no...
So let's go guys. So you've seen this session was actually the first one I filmed out of the 2, so it was when my foot was still a bit messed up. And I couldn't gather as many clips as I wanted. So yeah, it was on the spot right next to the beach, so I definitely want to come back there now that my foot is healed to get more clips over there, because there's a lot of street spots right next to that little manual pad I hit. But anyway, right now let's get back to the topic. And the thing I want to talk about first is give you a couple of tips on making riding alone more fun. And then in the second part of the video I'm gonna give you a couple of tips maybe to meet some people and to then make some homies that skate, and hopefully get to create a crew with them and just have the most fun ever with your homies, shredding some spots and enjoying basically the joy of skating. So anyway, first up how to make skating alone more fun and how to stay motivated when skating alone. It's really an issue because when you go out and skate and you're all by yourself, you don't have the motivation from your homies, that just tell you, you get to a spot and you have your homies that says hey man, you're good at doing kickflips, you should kickflip that. Or man, you're so close to landing your first kickflip, so go at it again until you get in. But it's just so stoked for you, even more stoked than you are for yourself. You don't have this type of homies. But what I would suggest you actually, because you don't have these guys those girls who are actually gonna push you into doing new tricks, you're gonna have to do it by yourself. So what I usually do myself to actually get this motivation is before I go on a session, I try to think about like a couple of stuff I would actually like to progress at. You know what I mean? I write it down. I just go, you know, today I'm gonna learn some switch trick. And this day I'm not gonna stop my session until I land, I don't know, like a switch kickflip, or like I'm not gonna end my session that. And if I ever get like, in this moment where I don't know what to do on my board, I mean, I always have in the back of my head this idea of like, I can always do switch trick, to keep the session going and get new ideas coming, throughout the process. So that's one thing, because actually the worst thing to do when you're by yourself is to actually go on a session, go like watch a video, be so hyped to go skate, go out of the door, and then you have nothing to do, and you don't have like any backup plan, because like the thing like of finding tricks you want to learn is not like what you're going to be focusing all the way, but it's actually a backup plan for like if you don't find any ideas like on the spot, or like if you're not like at your maximum, like you're not at just like enjoying it as much as you should, then you can always go to this idea and just like try to have a session with that. And I mean, basically you should never go out of your door when you're going to skate alone with no backup idea. Like, best case scenario, you get out there, you go to the skate park, and I mean, when you get there, you got like a rush of ideas coming right to you, and I mean, then you just like give up on this backup idea that you made up at home, and you go like throughout like for the session, you just have some fun and just like enjoy it. But in the worst case scenario, like if you get to the skate park or like to a street spot you want to skate, or like you get in the street, you just like want to skate flat and stuff, and when you get there, you don't know what to do. Like, it's so frustrating. And I mean, I think this backup thing, just to have something to do to just like get your body ready, like get in the mood of skating, basically, are gonna help you out so much throughout like the day of skating by yourself. And actually, you'll see that when you land your first trick, like even if it's by yourself, and like I don't know, like say you want to learn a switch flip, or say you want to learn a kick flip, like if you land it by yourself, like it's gonna get you super stoked, and you're gonna get so much more idea out of that. Like you're gonna want to do it again, you're gonna want to do like a couple of shots after that, or you want to do like you're gonna want to do it in the line, all the stuff, and it's all gonna come because you have this backup plan, ready to go. So that's my first actual tips, like for you guys. Don't go out of the door with no idea in mind, and just like try to go skate, because when you're with your homie, I mean, I know that usually when I go with my homie, we usually like we meet up at a spot and we decide what we want to do like right there. So we're just like, yeah, do you want to go somewhere? Yeah, we'd like to go to a skate park, like I would like to go to Coxo, and then we just go there and we like let it flow, like it's just so easy because you're with your homies, and like you see your boy do a trick, you're just like, oh man, I want to learn that trick so bad, do you have any tips? And then you got it like all the way, you're like with your boys, just like hyped, and it's just like so easy to get in the mood of skating when you're with your boys. But when you're by yourself, it's like a little bit harder, so you gotta bring in like this little touch of like having some backup thing to do in order to always be like ready to tackle the lack of motivation, basically. And I mean, before I talk a bit more about that, because I think I've been talking for quite a while, I mean, I'm gonna leave you with like a couple of tricks from my second session. So let's go, guys. I mean, time to shred. Coach you guys back on the board, and I mean, let's go.
Back to you. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. There's no win without a fight. There's no kiss without emotions. It's just that kiss without goodbye. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. There's no win without a fight. There's no kiss without emotions. It's just that kiss without goodbye.
Now you got like your backup idea, so you got your thing and stuff, but you're not motivated anymore. Like you just like, it just feels like you're going on a job. Like you don't want to get like your tricks, like you don't want to get anything like too much into your mind and stuff, and like you don't get the motivation, you don't get into the flow state. And I mean, what I would suggest in this moment is just like go on an adventure. I mean, like you don't need to do the wildest thing ever, but I mean, best case scenario, you don't know your city that well, or like you don't know a city nearby you, and you got a car. If you got that, that's amazing. You can get your car and go explore the thing. If you don't have a car, or like you're too young to drive, you can still walk in your city. And I mean, like, I know I did it a couple of days ago when I was injured and my foot was like messed up. I couldn't skate that much, so I was like, I might as well go and search for street spots, and that's what I did. And I mean, I found a couple that are gonna be coming in the next videos. But I mean, just like going on this adventure just made my day. I mean, like, and if I was like so bad because I could not skate, and I felt like a couple of skate spots were just like the funniest thing ever. So I was just like, not in the mood to skate at all because my foot was hurting. Like I was just like in pain to walk. But seeing the street spot, just like exploring the city, just made me in a good mood. Like it just made me happy. I mean, when you're happy, you want to skate. I wanted to skate the street spot, but anyway, I mean, that's actually my second thing. And I mean, going on that adventure, like, I mean, if you're too young for that, or like your parents won't let you, because I know that some of you guys watching are maybe like younger than that, and maybe your parents won't let you, like, go on an adventure, walk around the city, and like it's maybe too dangerous. I don't know. What I would actually suggest is, going on an adventure can be like in your own place. What do I mean? You can build a ramp. You can always build a ramp. You can always like try to do something a bit weird, like get some plank and do like a weird thing you could skate, or like try to think out of the box, of spots you could ride. Try to maybe like visualize your city and just like see, oh man, I had not thought about this spot, like anything like that. Like you maybe go on Google Maps, try to find a spot, and then like beg your parents to take you there. I mean, like, sorry parents if I kill today because your kid don't want to go all the way across the city for a skate spot. But anyway, I mean, like, that's like just like go on an adventure and try to make it memorable. Like I remember watching like Austin Ogi back in the day when the man was doing vlogs. I mean, he was such a huge inspiration in my life, and I remember watching him. He was in NYC, and I mean, every single day he would take his bike throughout the city, and he rode BMX, and I mean, he would just like go around the city, explore the city, and every day would end up like in some situation. If you go on adventure every day, I mean, things are gonna happen. Like you're gonna find spots, you're gonna meet people, you're gonna like things are gonna happen that are gonna put you in a good mood. And I mean, like that's the most important thing. And I mean, then you're gonna be willing to skate and you're gonna have fun. And I mean, it's what skating is about: going on adventures, like learning new tricks and all those stuff. So that was like the two main tips I would have for you. And I mean, then when we like talked about that, like then the third thing is gonna be to like find mates. Like at some point you're gonna be willing, like you're gonna be, yeah man, I explored like all my city, I did all the street spots. Some are too dangerous to ride alone, because I mean, don't ever ride like spots that are just like weird or too freaking dangerous to shred. Like I mean, don't ever do it by yourself. But I mean, like once you explore all your city and you're like, man, I mean, I know my city by heart. I've done all the spots in my area, like I've done all of it. I got a mini ramp in my backyard, I got a freaking like, a flat bar, I got all the stuffs. And I mean, what do I do now? Like I mean, I want mates, and that's totally normal. Like at this point, I mean, I think you will have mates by this point, because like you went to some skate spots, you went to some skate parks, like you probably have already met a lot of people. But if you have not, what I would suggest is just like go on a busy day. So like on, I don't know, like a Saturday or a Sunday, go to the skate park and try to talk to people. I mean, like, it's scary at first. I know, like when you're mainly, like when you're starting out skating, I mean, like it's super scary to go to the skate park. Like I remember when I started out, I mean, you feel like you're gonna be judged by people. But honestly, don't be like, I mean, skater are like, they are the chillest dude on the planet. Like I mean, I know that when you get to a skate park, like when you see a young kid or like anyone, even if you're starting out, as long as you're nice, honestly, as long as you're nice to people, you don't go in people's way, or like you don't feel like, try to don't mess up people's day, basically. Like, just be a nice human being like you would like to meet. Go to people and say like, hi, how are you doing, man? Just like talk to people. From doing that, you're gonna meet people in the same like field as you, and you'll see like you'll get to experience a lot of things with them, and then I mean, like it's gonna be honestly like all good from that, because then you're gonna have mates, basically. Also, don't be scared of your skill set, because I mean, like a lot of people think that you have to be good to go to the skate park, or that you have to be good to make friends. But I mean, honestly, like I know that I met my buddies, like when I used to be scootering based back in the day, and don't hate on me, like scootering it's fine, as long as you're not like a crazy scooter kid go crossing people's way, like it's totally fine. Like some of my mates are just like so freaking good at scootering, but I mean, you can't hate on that. But anyway, like when I started out scootering, I was just like, I was a scooter kid. Like I was just like the guy no one want to talk about, no one want to talk to. And I remember having like my two mates from Paris, like Thibaut and Melvin, we've seen in a couple of videos. I mean, go follow their Instagram right now, because this guy's a legend. That was totally out of the blue, but anyway. I mean, they saw me to tell you like how cool skaters, like scooter riders, like people like riders, how cool they are. They saw me and like, I don't know, they might have like a bit of pity for me, but I don't think it was that. I think it was more like, you know, they saw me like on the side of the skate park and they were just like, yeah, we're gonna talk to this dude. They started talking to me, we started hanging out, and I mean like from there I got so much better at scootering. I got to ride with them, and like they became my buddies, like, you know, my skate buddies. It was like so freaking cool. I mean, along the way with them, I got to meet with their friends and to go on session with them. And like, you know, once you met like one man, one woman, or like, you know, like one skater basically, is gonna or she's gonna introduce you to his or her friend. And I mean, like from there, you're gonna start like, you know, having a whole lot of friends in the skate world. And I mean, you're gonna know everyone at the skate park basically, because that's how it goes. And from there on, I mean, it's all gonna be fun games. But anyway, I mean, I hope this video could actually help you out a little bit, because I mean, like, the only thing I want to say in this video is like, don't ever take like skating alone as a bad thing. Like, we all started out knowing no one basically. So just like, take it as a challenge. Just go out and skate anyway. Try to meet people, and hopefully with time you'll get to have a crew and to, like, you know, have the most fun skating ever. But anyway, I hope this video could help you guys. I mean, like, tell me in the comments if you're skating alone, like if what I talked about, like, you know, meeting people, like meeting one person made you meet like a lot of people. Like, tell me if it happened to you too. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, make sure to destroy that like button, subscribe to the channel, because I mean, there's gonna be a lot more videos in the future. And I mean, let's go. See you tomorrow for the next one, and let's go. Peace out.